Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt and fix several years of financial misbehaviour. And if that's something you're interested in following along with, please don't forget to stick around and check out the other content that I have created for you on this channel. Now, in today's video, once I light my candle, we are going to, or I'm going to, and you're going to watch. Come on. Wonderful. Why aren't we striking? We won't be using that much. We're going to watch me fail to light a candle. There we go. That's the beautiful smells of caramel, biscuit, pumpkin spice. Now, back onto the normal state of affairs. In this video today, I'm going to fully set up and finalise my November monthly budget. And that is because I have received the remittance advice, so I have officially been told when I am getting my bursary payment due. And also, I know I've initially done a small setup with yourselves, but also I need to make sure that I've got all of my dates in place. I can look properly at exactly how many weeks this budget is going to be for, and if there's any things that have changed from those initial numbers. One thing I'm also going to do slightly differently as well, now I'm a little bit breathless because the cold has struck again, is I bought these from Budget with Ira. They are a fantastic tool, but I don't have time to use them properly, which is that when you go and you reconcile your budget at the end of a week or a month, you go back and you fill in on here the days you actually paid things. Now, what I'm going to do instead is pre-populate when I think things are going to go out as a visual aid, and then I will actually come back and just tick off each one as and when it happens and make a note if it doesn't. It's trying to... I'm getting a lot better with working out what works with how I do my budget, but there are some little tweaks along the way that I just need to be aware of. Now, Monday is the 30th, 31st, 1st, so I'm getting paid on the 1st, which is going to be lovely and most welcome, I can tell you that much as well. October has felt like a really long month, and I have done an awful lot in October, and yes, I'm aware I haven't been doing any weekly roundups. It's just been quite difficult to try and do, so I don't know going forward if I can commit to weekly roundups, but we'll need to see. And I know I'm behind on my monthly roundups as well, so part of that just whole establishing a routine, but thankfully I don't have any conferences that I need to be running here, there and everywhere for, which is a wonderful relief because it was getting a little bit disjointed, my first half term. I just need to quickly do as well. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There we go, that's a bit better. It was getting a little bit disjointed, so it is good to actually not have to worry about that. And I can actually have the run up to Christmas just focusing on teaching and not having to gallivant around the county or even the next county. I hope you all liked my video yesterday of Mr. Bowie. Something like that is never really going to do well in terms of the algorithm or views, but actually he doesn't appear as much as he used to, mainly because he's often asleep when I'm filming. He's at my feet at the minute actually, but there, for those of you who enjoy seeing him, it's just a little 3-minute thing for you. Don't worry, this is not going to become a my cat channel, but it is just a little something for you guys. And then I'm also really just trying to work on my time priorities, not necessarily time management, because I'm very good at saying that this thing needs time and therefore the time I give it is the right amount, if that makes sense. But I started off half term with a really massive to-do list because it was I'm going to race to put myself ahead, and realised actually I'm not then going to be resting at all. So I've culled half of my to-do list in terms of lesson planning and teaching aids, because some of them were for 6 weeks out, and obviously things can change. And I've also sat there and gone, well actually I can do this far easier in school where I've got access to all of the resources that I need, and I have time penciled in to do stuff like that. So that's good, because I was getting into a little bit of a habit this half term. I'd noticed where I was like waking up early at like 5:30, 6 a.m. and then working till midday on resources and teaching aids and reaching stumbling blocks, because obviously I don't have an A3 printer and a full reprographics department and things like that in my house, surprisingly. So I very much found that like I was then trying to work around it, and I was basically creating myself a little bit of a hole, and then in the evenings just being really knackered, so I wasn't really resting properly. So as it is the Thursday of half term and I still have enough of a break left to stop and rest, I think there's a couple more design examples that I need to do for my classes, but I can do that, to be fair, at the beginning of next week. What I will then do is go ahead, and what I've started to do already is just crack on with a little bit of sewing and making. And I do get what some of you have said, Bowie, I've got a candle, this is not going to be a good thing. Right, what are we doing? What? Okay. Bowie, I'm trying to do a video and I'm trying to hold it together because my brain feels like I'm melting right now because I feel really tired and fluey. And why am I adding a cat and candles to the mix? This is not good. Don't slow blink at me. Yes, I love you too. Don't slow blink. You know what happens when you slow blink. It means I go all gooey. If anyone hadn't guessed, I'm feeling quite fluey. Yay. Open flame and cat fur is a no, thank you. No. Right. For goodness sake. Okay, guys, we're going to get back to this in a second. What are you doing? You've had breakfast. You can't have second breakfast. That's not how this works. So we're going to just, okay, so basically I'm feeling a little bit fluey. I don't think it's anything severe. I think it's just a change of weather, feeling like run down, kind of half term cold is catching up with me. What are you like? You're so rude. You're so rude. And I was probably spending far too much of my half term overworking when I didn't need to. So I have now stopped that completely. I will pick that up next week. I might do a little bit on Sunday just so I'm ready to go. Can you move, please? Can you move? Is this not happening? Don't put your head down and rest. How many can I do? This is not ideal. You're listening to me. Your tail is flicking. I can see it. Yes, I'm poorly, but I don't need you on me. Why don't you sit on my lap? How about that? Come on. Shift you. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, just destroy the display. Perfect. Thank you. Look, you've got a nice windowsill up there that you can go and chill in. You don't need to be on me. Come on. There we go. That's better. So what I've done is bringing it back is I've got a day at home. Not that I've not been at home. Every day has been at home. But we're hiding from the rain. Aren't we, Mr. Bowie? Which is partly why you're being a little bit of a menace. We're hiding from the rain, and we are also going... We're not going to go for a walk. I've been trying to get him out walking with me. We've had mixed success. I kind of walk and he follows, and then he gets distracted and he kind of runs off. But we've been walking around his normal patch, so that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Thank you. For goodness sake. Bowie. Come on. I'm trying to make my life easier by not having to edit. Please don't do this. Come on. I hope you guys find this hilarious. This wonderful content here. This riveting, utterly fantastic content. Come on. Okay, well, So, okay, as we approach November, 10 minutes, I've done nothing apart from stick stickers down and ramble and look at you. Bowie, this is not good. This is going to be a super long video. It's not helpful. I won't buy you a cat tree for Christmas. I won't buy you a cat tree for Christmas. Do you want a cuddle on my shoulder? Should we do that instead? Should we have a cuddle? Okay. Right. Okay. Right, I'm going to attempt to do this one-handed because I literally have a cat on my shoulder. So we're going to come back to this for when he shifts because I can at least write right-handed. Okay, right. Is this a 5-week month? Yes, it is. No, no, no. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4.5-week month. So we'll treat it as a 5-week month. We'll treat it as a 5-week month. I might possibly end up getting paid there if we're due on the 1st. Don't you even think about it. What are you doing? You're not purring and your tail's flicking. That concerns me. Right, off we get. Off we get. Yeah, I'm being cruel. Okay, right, wonderful. Right, sorry guys. Long-standing viewers will know that cat interruptions are a regular thing on this channel. And we work with it as best we can. That's okay, so I might actually, looking at this, because I tend to get paid around the 1st, but if the 1st is falling on a Saturday, it might appear in on the 31st. Not sure. So I've got a payday there. And also, if I understand it correctly, I have, as of this month, reached the payment threshold for YouTube. So yes, I have had a payout. I will tell you more about that in another video. But if I look at the numbers already in terms of my earnings so far, I should also get a payment there as well, which makes it a little bit easier, but it's not going to be anything substantial, I don't think. And then what I'm thinking in terms of, do I plot in Vinted? Do I plot in Vinted? We won't, but I am anticipating, instead of just daily withdrawals, which is what I have been doing here or there, is actually doing a standard withdrawal on either a Friday or a Monday, possibly the Friday because then it covers the weekend, each week, so I can actually probably then track it better rather than trying to track like a £4 withdrawal here or a £12 withdrawal there. I've got to do some work on Vinted this month, so hang on, let me have a sip of my coffee because I'm flagging. Sorry for the very, very disjointed video, guys. I'd hoped to get here before now. So, in deference to everyone in the comments who said they were struggling because the pen was lighter, yes it is, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go over everything with this Sharpie. So it's not going to be as good because I am zoomed out a bit, but hopefully you should be fine. And I am also, so I know I'm getting that bursary. And what I am also going to do is pull in something from the Xmas sinking fund, and I will tell you why in a moment. I also have a video that I'm probably going to film later on, probably this afternoon for tomorrow, just about checking in and progress with Christmas so far in terms of where I'm at, because I have done obviously some Christmas spending. I've started my Christmas cupboard, and I've not spent as much as I thought I would, considering I'm practically done already. So I will be pulling in some Christmas sinking funds, and I'm going to pull in 200, and I'm going to estimate. Now, the minimum payout threshold for YouTube in the UK is you have to have earned, after obviously taxes and deductions at Google's end, you have to have earned £60 to qualify for an AdSense payout. So we are going to go with an estimated payout of at least £60, because I am looking at my statistics and my numbers. I can see what is going on there. And in terms of my rent, it is going to be £8.50. Internet is going to be £35, so that is there. And then Oh no, this needs to go, this is in the wrong place. Okay, so, okay. This is why I don't use Sharpies. So, these are in the wrong boxes. The 60 should go into the estimate. Actually, I'll Tipp-Ex it out, it's fine. Have I got Tipp-Ex up here? Not to hand, but I'll do it later. Okay. Tipp-Ex, Tipp-Ex. So that's 246 is my estimated income. Okay. Mobile is going to be 28. And that's staying the same. Spotify is still $5.99. YouTube is $7.99, and those are cheaper because I have got student accounts on them. The gym is going to be $26.99, was what I'm estimating, although someone put in the comments that Pure Gym do student discounts, so I need to look into that. I've not yet done it. I've also not really done a lot with admin as well so far, so that's also on tomorrow's list. eBay. Gym, car tax is $15.75. That's going to be exactly the same each month. Better Me, I'm going to use a bit more in conjunction with the gym, but if I'm not using it as much as I'd hope to by the end of November, I will cancel that one. AA is $10.50. Pet insurance is $21.78. Car insurance, oh dear, is $63.56. Instant ink, which I've had to up because of the amount of pages I'm printing, even with me having access to the school printer. Google storage, because I am now well over 100 gigabytes on the storage front. That's a problem. No matter how many photos or emails I delete, it still goes up. Water is 55. Gas and electric is 100. And that is low, and that is because I am paying whatever I want to pay on those, because I'm not going to pay what they want me to pay. So I just pay £100 because that is affordable to me. And then council tax at the moment is £15. So my estimated bills are still £12.50.75. Okay, wonderful. Just down there, kind of. There we go. Okay, so it's a 5-week month, so therefore food, and this is where the sinking fund is coming in for Christmas. So for UK viewers only, sorry guys, I don't think this applies, I don't think this chain operates in the US or elsewhere in the world. UK viewers, Iceland grocery food shop. If you have a bonus card, you can top it up like you would a gift card, and then you can basically spend on that. It's not a credit option. They are currently, this is available Martin Lewis, Money Supermarket, Money Saving Expert, and also on their own literature, but I'm putting it out there for you guys if you haven't seen it. If you shop, or if you can shop at Iceland, if there is a £100 balance on your bonus gift card by the 3rd of November, as of the 24th of November, they will top it up by £15 out of just, they'll just put £15 on the bonus card for you to then spend. So part of my Christmas food shop I can do at Iceland, part of my standard shop I can also do at Iceland. So £100 of my £160 food balance will be added to the Iceland bonus card. Once I've worked out what I've bought that is Christmas related, in terms of Christmas food that I can freeze or put away, I will then take that money out of my Christmas sinking fund as the cash and put it back into my food wallet. But for now, I'm not going to straight up say, right, £50 is Christmas food, £50 is normal food, because actually it might be slightly different. So £100 is definitely going onto the bonus card, and I will start with having £60 cash just weekly. That is happening there, and then later on in the month, once I've done a little bit more food, I will take the cash out of my Christmas sinking fund, put it back into my budget once I have reconciled that, which will help with the cash flow towards the latter half of the month. I am going to try and put £200 on fuel this month. Now, I know it's a 5-week month. Now, I would have filled up around here for going into work for the week. Even if I do, you know, half the journey, I won't therefore need to put a full week of petrol in. And that would be obviously coming out of this month's, October's month's bill. So I'm going to try and put £200 and I'm going to try and keep it on my card, and that is because actually if I want to fill up, I don't want to be carrying around my little A7 binder, this one here, with me everywhere, because normally the biggest envelope that I've got stuffed at any one time has been my fuel envelope, because it's for the month. And if I've not taken it, but I've driven past a garage and thought, okay, right, I'll just chuck a tenner in because I've got, or 20 quid in because I've got the time right now, and I've not got the envelope, I've not done it. So that is that. So I'm going to try and keep it on my card, so I won't be cash stuffing for fuel this month, and I'll be doing a partial cash stuffing for food. The cat is still getting 50. Household is still going to get 20. Medical is going to get 10. And spending is going to get 160, and that is because there is also a 5-week month and there is a joining fee of £20 for the gym, so that's going to cover that as a one-off cost. All of that therefore is still only £600. There is going to be an estimated Christmas spend, which I'm going to zero out because that will be covered solely by the Christmas sinking fund. Or actually, it should actually be over there. Never mind, we'll tip XU out and we will put Christmas. And we're going to put food, and then we're going to put Christmas and then leave a gap for something else. But that's because I anticipate that happening. So yes, £600 for actual food. In terms of minimum debt payments, AJJB law is £121. The guarantor's minimum, you guys see that? Yep, wonderful, is going to stay at 100 as the minimum, and we are going to make an extra payment of 200. AJGB's overpayment is going to be £41.85, and if I can get that done, that completely clears it. My Credit Spring membership is going to tick along at £1 a month. That is a debt that I have to pay. That is even though it is classed as a membership, it is a debt, because I owe that. Once that is paid off, that account will be completely closed. The balance of the loan, which is what I have been paying off, is what I've been dealing with in October. One call debt recovery is 15, and Overdale's, their standard minimum is 40, which is 2, 7, 6. Okay, and then the guarantor minimum is 242.85 down there. And then my total income is intended to be, no, actually, do you know what I'm going to do so I don't make that 200 over there across that, so that doesn't cause an issue. Total fixed expenditure is 1, 2, let's round it up. Total flexible spending is 600. 800 because I need to account for the sinking fund spending as well. Total sinking fund saved, not at all. And then we've got 276 plus 24285 is 519. I really should have done a totals box down there, shouldn't I? No, next time. So 519 plus 800 plus 1251 is 2570. 2570 take 2260 leaves me £310 difference. Okay, you guys didn't see any of that. Brilliant. Oh, I'm really not on it this time. Okay, so £310 is what my balance is, and that is if everything comes in exactly on spending. I spend exactly £200 on Christmas, although to be fair, it's there because I've noted the fact, but realistically the Christmas sinking fund money is not going to be moved into my budget until I know I'm completely done for Christmas, and this obviously doesn't cover any extra payments I make on debt, and providing everything falls into here. So in terms of how my goals are going to be, I'm going to really need to be careful with balancing my cash flow. And because this is running to 25 minutes and I am fading fast, we're not going to go through that in this video. That'll be another one that I film probably in a couple of hours when I come back to life again. We're going to balance my cash flow. I need to attract £400 in additional income. I've forgotten how to spell and it's not gonna, brilliant, in additional income. And I also need to, what else do I need to do? It was there on the tip of my tongue and it is gone. Balance my track flow, attract £400 in additional income and continue to track weekly. There we go. And I also need to do a sense check on Christmas. To date. Okay, right. We're going to leave it there for now. There will be a little bit of a follow-up to this in terms of balancing cash flow and things, but I will be honest, the cat has derailed the start. This was meant to be like a 20-minute video and that's not happened, and I am full of cold and seeing stars and fading fast. So I'm going to love you and leave you now. Don't forget to check in for the next video. I will see you all very, very soon, and have a wonderful budgeting week wherever you are in the world. Bye bye for now.